What's going on, everybody? Um, so this is just a quick video update. I've been absent for a while. I've had a lot of things going on. My home life, personal life, um, business life, and with the show. Okay, you guys probably don't care about none of that. What's going on in my personal or business life. Um, but as a quick update, the Shelby is broken. This happened about maybe a month and a half or 2 months ago now. Um, Yeah, that's about right. About 2 months ago now. Um, Basically, in a nutshell, I saw, a Dodge Demon on the highway. Was kind of toying around with it a little bit, and next thing you know, I noticed my oil pressure drop significantly. Not to zero, but it was definitely not going over 50 psi. Cold start, it was almost at 50 psi. If you own the Shelby, you obviously know that the oil pressure is supposed to be probably like around 100. You know what I'm saying? Um, on a cold start, maybe even a little bit more. So when warm, the vehicle, um, generally speaking, is around 35, 40 psi. 45 max psi. Um, so I noticed that on the highway as soon as it happened, basically, and so I kind of pulled over, you know what I mean? I was actually heading to work. I pulled over a little bit, checked the oil level and all that type of stuff. Added just a tad bit of oil because it was, just a little bit low. I knew that wasn't gonna make too much of a difference, but it didn't help. Okay. Um, I did take the vehicle to the dealership. I mean, I'm at this point, you know what I'm saying? There's no type of noise or anything like that. At this point, I was pretty sure that I spun a main bearing, not a rod bearing, but a main bearing. Um, And so I took it to the dealership, because they have like some type of, $100 diagnostic thing, you know what I mean? So I let them keep it for a few days. And, they basically just said internal engine, failure. They weren't going to take it apart or anything like that, obviously. They just checked the gauge, checked the oil pump, things like that, things that they could do, for $100. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to spend too much time, working on it for $100. So, needless to say, I need a new engine, right? I received some quotes from MPR Racing Engines, which is down in Florida. I think it's either like Miami Beach or Palm Beach or something like that. Sorry, it's hot. I got the air off so I can talk to you guys because it's kind of loud in this truck. Um, so I got a quote from them for a short block, fully built short block, sleeved, um, sleeve block and everything. So all the machine work and everything is going to cost about 10,000. Um, that's pretty much the route I think I'm going to go. There's other options. Like there's another company. I think it's not NPR. NPR is the place I want to use. It's like MR or something, or MPC. It's something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they sell short blocks that are built, but not like sleeved or anything like that. But they're built short blocks for about 6,000. I'm not going with that route because I heard there were some issues with them. Um, So I think I'm just gonna stick with the NPR route because NPR is dope. Like, they actually got videos on YouTube. You know what I mean? Giving you tours of like the shop, their process. Like they're very anal with everything, and I would definitely trust an engine built by them. And I actually think Fat House uses them as well. Like, I think they build the motors for Fat House. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. So I mean, that's pretty much it, man. Like, okay, so I haven't put out a video because I've been trying to. My goal with the video that I was gonna put out, I recorded so much crap, but the video I was gonna put out was gonna pretty much lay everything out for everybody, right? So, I was gonna kind of give you guys different quotes and different options that I had for the Shelby. But you know what the hardest fucking thing in the world is to actually get a quote from somebody. I've been in contact with so many people, local shops, I'm saying big name local shops, you know, shops in Texas, like there's so many fucking people that I've literally spoken with, whether it's via email or Facebook or on the phone or a combination, to get a fucking quote. And everybody says, okay, I'll send you a quote. You know what I mean? This is for people who, are planning on building the motor and things like that. You know what I mean? And nobody fucking sends me a quote. Like, I can't get a quote from no one. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I guess it is summer. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's a busy season, but shit, if somebody's trying to give you money, you know what I mean? I'm a businessman. If somebody's trying to give you money, give them a fucking quote. Like, go make that money. You know what I mean? Especially if you have the potential to gain a customer for the future. You know what I mean? Because as you guys know, like when you're dealing with car shit, if you got a shop that you use, you stick with that shop. You know, um, and so it's just been some bullshit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a local shop um, to pull the motor, send the block down to NPR, and then I'll let NPR send the block back. Do the machine work, send it back, and then have that shop install it. Only problem is it's that's about 12, 13, $13,000 that I'm not trying to spend right now. You know what I mean? So if you don't know, I'm in Indiana. It's August currently. The season, there's not much left to the season. It'll be fall here very soon. Um, and so I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna really do too much with the engine. It's a wrap for this season. Especially with the build time and all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna pretty much just have to come back next season. Um, but my goal is to have the motor fully built, and I might actually turn up the power just a little bit. You know, I think 1,000 horsepower is something that's definitely attainable, and especially with the Pro Charge setup, it's not going to be too crazy to the point where you're just breaking the tires loose every 2 seconds, because you have all that low end power, that low end torque. Um, I was thinking about doing a Whipple setup, you know, um, as well. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens for next season. Um, there are some things I need to fix on my vehicle. Um, like there's some suspension components I need to kind of fix because I hear some noise like when I go over like a speed bump, things like that. So I'll probably record some videos here soon, um, doing that, and whatever else I can find. You know what I mean? I haven't really been active, man. Like literally, I've been ghost, from everybody and everything. I haven't been active in any type of car communities. I deleted my Facebook account, my Instagram account. Um, I just been kind of in my own zone right now. I'm going to get my second master's degree, so that starts actually on Monday. School starts for that on Monday. Um, my business, we moved to a new location, so there's like a lot of transitions with that, and it's just been hectic. You know what I mean? Um, and so I'm actually decided to record this. I'm recording this on my phone using the YouTube app, but I decided to do that because I saw somebody literally just commented on one of my videos, asking, if everything was all right. So, I figured I'll take the time to kind of go ahead and record. And a lot of people have been actually kind of commenting on random videos, seeing how things were. Some guy shot me an email, but it won't let me respond. Um, but anyway, that's just a quick update. I'm not going to bore you guys to death. I'll try to keep in touch, man. Keep updated. Keep you guys updated on the Shelby. Um, I think next season's going to be great. Obviously, like when you're doing a power adder on a vehicle, with the stock internals, like it's a ticking time bomb. Like it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna mess up at some point. That's like guaranteed. You know. Um, because it just wasn't built for that. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that I recognize, and that's one thing that I accepted. And honestly, I always said that, once something does go wrong, it's just going to give me an excuse to build the motor. So I'm going to try to do a little bit more research and still make sure I'm not going with like the first available option, which is NPR. It's a great option, but I don't want to go with the first available option. Continue to do my research. Maybe I can get some quotes out of people. Excuse me. But yeah. All right. I mean, this all I have. So hopefully this suffices, and I'll keep you guys updated. Maybe get a couple, little short videos out here and there. I think I'm gonna do some focus on some visual aspects of the vehicle, just to kind of make it look better. Because, as you know, the front, I mean, not the front, but the entire vehicle, I mean, on the outside is stock, for the most part, except for the little splitter decal inserts or whatever that I put in there. But everything else is stock. So I'm thinking about maybe doing one of those Anderson composite 350R style spoilers on the back, and little different things like that. You know what I mean? So I'll keep you guys updated. I'll make some videos. All right. You guys take it easy.